Hello and welcome to, no, not Story of Seasons this time, but to a Rune Factory 5 video. Maybe the following will sound very familiar to you if you have already heard of the upcoming Rune Factory 5 game that has been announced to be released on the 20th of May in Japan. But just in case you weren't aware, today I am here to shout it out to you, and no, I'm not getting paid. But I personally love the Rune Factory series just as much as I love Story of Seasons, and I think it deserves way more attention. So if you are a Story of Seasons fan and haven't heard of Rune Factory before, please hear me out and let me tell you about 6 reasons why I'm looking forward to Rune Factory 5 as a Story of Seasons fan. So you might enjoy it too. All of the following points are very subjective, so please take it with a grain of salt. But without further ado, let me start off with the most obvious and biggest similarity. Like Story of Seasons, Rune Factory is a farming life simulation, and it is created by Marvelous, the same developers of the Story of Seasons series. And in Rune Factory, in a similar kind of manner, you are able to tend your fields and raise crops, take care of little or bigger creatures, and go fishing. So if you were already in love with the idea of having your own farmland to take care of and enjoy living among animals and nature like you do in Story of Seasons, then it is very likely that you will also enjoy Rune Factory's farm life in a very similar way. It also has a similar skill-based system, which means that you will gain experience points as you use your tools or certain skills, and when you level up, you get stronger or learn a new passive skill that will help you to go about your farm life even more smoothly. I personally really like having a skill tree or a skill system to show me what I can achieve and what I already did achieve so far. These types of games where you level up, get stronger, and get rewarded very fast are really addicting, at least for me. So you might feel the same way about that. It will come with stunning, beautiful visuals in anime design that are very eye-catching, at least for me personally. And you will get the chance to go out and explore vast foreign lands and enjoy a pretty fantasy atmosphere. Rune Factory 5 will also come with, in my opinion, more mature-looking characters that might appeal more to an older fan base, since I have heard many of you say that the younger-looking bachelors and bachelorettes in Pioneers of Olive Town weren't as attractive to you. So, the new Rune Factory 5 characters might appeal more to you. Maybe I'm wrong and this is just me, but let me show off the marriageable candidates in another video for you later. So, if you already enjoyed the socializing system in Story of Seasons, you might be pleased to hear that you will also be able to make friends and get married in Rune Factory 5 too. And if you tend to feel emotional about in-game characters very easily like I do, it is super enjoyable to immerse yourself in Rune Factory's fantasy story, which I would consider it to be even more complex than in Story of Seasons titles. Coming to a very big difference between Rune Factory and Story of Seasons, it is the combat mechanic and dungeon exploration. Now, you might be a big roleplay game fan and this is just right up your alley, or maybe you are more like me, not exactly opposed to fighting, but also a bit of a casual, non-grindy player, maybe easily frightened. Then that would maybe make you think, no, battle really isn't for me. And of course, that is a fair reaction, but I am telling you now that Rune Factory actually made me fall in love with dungeon exploration, even though I wasn't the biggest fan of having combat features in my relaxing farming simulation game. And on top of having fun with exploring vast areas and foreign landscapes that tie in well with the main storyline, you can also bring your furry friends with you on your journey, and even townspeople you befriended. Or maybe you would like to bring your loved one as well. Either way, if you want to lead a calm farming life or play a more active fantasy RPG, I definitely think Rune Factory has them both. And unless you truly hate the idea of having to fight for your life from time to time, I really wholeheartedly recommend this game to you. So everyone, please definitely let me know if you are a fellow fan like me, because I'd be super happy to find like-minded people who love the Rune Factory series as much as I do. And also, if you haven't heard about this game before, tell me your impression about it so far and if you would maybe give it a try. Also, don't hesitate to let me know in case it is not your cup of tea and why. If you found my video entertaining or helpful in any way, I'd be happy to know. So please consider to leave a like or tell me in a comment. Maybe also hit subscribe in case you are interested in seeing more of my Rune Factory or Story of Seasons content in the future. But that is everything from me for now, so maybe see you in the next video.